1D&D is taking forever with the marshals. I really want to see them. Oh, Black Flag's second playtest. Oh wow, new fighter. Well, I've got something to do now. Kobold! These guys are kobolds! I know, and I would make a good mascot for them. You should cover them and give support. Sure, I'll give them pack tactics, but I'll only read the fighter for now. Welcome to Pack Tactics. $35 and a 6-pack to my name. 6-pack! I missed out on the first playtest because there wasn't much to cover, and now there is, so we're just gonna jump into it. I'm probably not gonna be as picky as 1D&D. This is just me looking at the surface, really. Also, keep in mind, guys, this is a playtest, so if you see something really bad, it's not a big deal. They're gonna change it. This is number 2 in the playtest. Proficiencies. They made it so you can get proficiency in con and a choice between strength or dexterity. Dexterity pops up more often than strength in 5e. I have no idea what it will be like in Kobold land, but it's okay. Last stand. If you take damage that would reduce your hit points to less than half your HP maximum, you can use your reaction to expend one or more of your hit dice, up to a number equal to your proficiency bonus. This lets you regain hit points equal to the total sum of all dice rolled, plus your con. You can only use this feature once, regain on a long rest. Okay. Hit dice is a resource. This fighter isn't resourceless. This is a nerfed version of Second Wind, and this will blow your hit dice quicker than normal. That means you can't regain hit points on a short rest. What is special about Second Wind is that even if you run out of hit dice, you could still regain HP on a short rest because you just use Second Wind instead. That's a common tactic for fighters. Before you short rest, you could use Second Wind first before taking the rest to conserve your hit dice for the long adventuring day. Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a good feature, but it did add up. I'm guessing the kobolds here have 1 or 2 encounter days, and if you have days like that, then it is a boost for them. But it's very odd that they're not going to make changes like that to Wizard because they have 1 or 2 encounter days. They're still gonna have lots of spell slots that can last many encounters. Look, they're also going to keep arcane recovery in the game, so it's weird design. But to be fair, Wizards of the Coast will make the same mistake because Wizards don't like marshals. Anyways, this fighter is going to run out of resources faster than the one in the base game. It's gonna be like the monk running out of ki after the first fight, except the monk can short rest to get those ki back. The fighter, however, needs a long rest to use the feature again and get their hit dice back.
Hey you, I want to give you a free book. Did that get your attention? Good, listen up. I made a PDF over 100 pages long full of great custom art all about 5e compatible stuff that you can download for free right now. Go ahead and look for the link down below for more details and a download link. The theme of the book is, why ain't this in the game yet? We got all the junk you would expect, like subclasses, spells, monsters, magic items, but the real juice is the prestige classes and the copy and paste monster abilities. So check it out. It's free after all.
Holy moly! Free book! Yeah, new subclasses, spells, monsters, magic items, and biggest of all, new prestige classes and copy and paste monster abilities. Kobold! What's a prestige class? They're add-ons to your character. It's not like multi-classing or anything. You just get it so long as you follow the restriction. It doesn't hurt your progression whatsoever. Instead, it's just a straight boost. Wow, cool! It also boosts marshals! Look, Gator, you're also in the book too. Kobold, that's not me. I'm not that fat. I think the best thing here is the copy and paste monster abilities. Me and my friends are sick of seeing every creature in D&D mostly doing 2 claws and a bite, so this is perfect to spice it up more. I highly recommend you check out the GM's box of duct tape. It's a passion project. The guy spent like 13 months on it, and he's handing it to you for free. There's a lot of fun stuff here. It's worth your time. Back to the video. This is fighting style, and this is archery, basically. Except you have to use your bonus action, and that will double your proficiency bonus for the first attack. Only first attack. This might not be a bad nerf. Are there power feats here? Nope, there are no power feats here. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, feats are called talents now. And here are the martial talents. There really isn't anything to say here. I guess there's this. It looks like they're gonna do something with siege weapons, but we don't know yet. But it does sound really fun. I'm actually really excited for this. The only complaint I have for now is the GM has the final say on whether whatever. Right? This is super annoying to have in the feature. This starts arguments at the table. This starts arguments on the internet. A good example is the stealth rules. Please remove this part. It sucks. As for hand-to-hand, I don't really want to say anything here yet, because I want to see Monk first. Anyways, back to aim. This is pretty bad. This reminds me more of a rogue feature because it only makes one attack better, and that's really the rogue's thing. Also, remove the bonus action thing and just make it a free action. Next, guard requires you to have a shield. Bonus action, raise shield, select one enemy creature within 5 feet of you. That target has disadvantage on the first attack roll against you or an ally within 5 feet of you before the start of your next turn. Why doesn't guard work against ranged attacks? Now, I do understand that they don't want to make a bonus action dodge, and I don't want that either. That would be crazy good, and casters would dip for it if that was a thing. Now that I think about it, I have a hunch they're gonna change shields overall. And by the way, no, this isn't a good tanking feature. Like, if the creature ignores you, then you didn't get anything out of it. But then again, it doesn't matter, you have nothing else to do with your bonus action. But to be nice, at least this doesn't cost a resource. This is a boost though, but I do think they need to boost it a little bit more. That reminds me, by the way, fighters are so starved in general, even in 5e. If you count spells as features like I do, you'll realize there's very little options. For example, at first level for this wizard, they have 22 options. At level 1 fighter, I have 4 options. At level 1 wizard, they have 6 spells and can prepare like 4 or 5 of them. At level 1 fighter, they pick 1 out of 4. And of course, on top of that, the wizard has more resources and can last longer in the adventuring day. They also have 14 cantrips to pick from. Tons and tons and tons of options. And this is Kobold Press. They're known for their cantrips. They love cantrips. So it's gonna be an even bigger list. And they're probably gonna make it really strong. Why aren't fighters getting as much love as the wizard? Anyways, dueling or a remake of dueling is missing. I don't know why. Same with defense. It's just missing. Quick strike. This is 2-weapon fighting, but better. This is our second boost. Using the offhand doesn't require an action and then a bonus action after that. Instead, you could just go for the bonus action straight away. There's also a throw option. I'm okay with this, but I want to see a power attack with this. Next, wind up requires 2-handed weapons or versatile weapons with both hands to use. Functions just like aim. This is another boost if we assume power attacks exist, because great weapon fighting is crap. Great weapon fighting is like 1 DPR increase. While, to be fair, this isn't much of an increase either. Anyways, ranged attacks and cantrips still has an advantage over being in melee, and that's not good. What is the benefit of having less defense and going into melee? You do a little bit more damage, sure, but if it's a little bit over cantrip damage, then it's not worth it. That's why power attacks are really important for martials. They really need them. This needs a boost. Make it every single attack. The first attack thing is just silly. Also, remove the bonus action thing. This should be a free action as well. Action Surge, boosted. You also get an additional bonus action. I would like more uses though, especially in this nerfed version of Fighter. Next level, casters get 2nd level spells, and so far I don't have much resources to work with at all. That's basically it for the Fighter. This only goes up to level 8. Extra attack at level 5, the stuff you've already seen. I've also shown you all the martial feats so far, so there's really nothing to talk about. We're just gonna push on to subclasses. There are 2 options, a half-caster option and a straight martial. Screw magic, we're gonna go with martial stuff. We're here to support them because they really need it. This is called the Weapon Master. This is basically Battle Master. Anyways, Mastery. Choose 3 simple weapons or martial weapons. You have mastered the use of 3 weapons. Once per turn, you can re-roll 1 one of the weapon's damage dice and use either result. You sadly don't master all weapons. I don't know why they put a limit on the weapon master. You're not really a weapon master. You're a master of 3 weapons. This doesn't break anything either. Anyways, your mastery is 0 points DPR. It's not a good feature. You suck. Here we go. These are basically Battle Master maneuvers. You get stun points equal to your PB plus 1. You learn 3 stunts and can only use it once per turn. Eventually, as you progress, you learn more and get more points. Also down here are the saves. You have 9 stunts so far, and it says here they will add more choices. But they want to know what you want to see. Here's what I want for now. Give me an AoE stunt. One that's as good as a caster's AoE spell, like, I don't know, Shatter. That would be a very good start. But here's the thing I really don't understand. What is there to playtest? The fighter is not that different from the base game. I haven't seen a single feature that spins fighter in a new direction. The exact same thing happened to one D&D rogue. How do you playtest that rogue? It's just the old rogue, but with less things to do in combat, and weaker. Anyways, these stunts, each of them cost a point and requires a specific weapon type, like slashing, melee weapon, piercing, and so on. It does make sense for the subclass, but why is this a subclass? Everything here can be a main feature. You're never going to stash away all the spells or all the cantrips behind a subclass, even though you have a subclass for wizards dedicated for cantrips. Yeah, this is in the same playtest packet, and I wasn't joking that they really love cantrips. By the way, I'm not saying you should stash spells or cantrips away in a subclass. What I'm saying is everything in the Weapon Master should be a main feature. This fighter is starved. And then there's stuff like this. Hobbling Strike, it reduces the target's movement by half. And you forgo damage. Why do I forgo damage? Damage is my job. I'm the Weapon Master. Make it count. You make a single weapon attack with plus 10 to the attack, but I can't make additional attacks as part of that attack, even if I have multi-attack. Why is this random rogue feature here? Why are there so many restrictions to this? I can only use this once per turn anyways. And it costs a resource. That's plenty enough. Even the trip attack is nerfed. Riposte has a weird restriction too. I can't use my greatsword with Riposte. But Kobold, I think they think 5e fighter is overpowered. Maybe. It does seem like they're afraid to give me something that's good. Here's an example. Deadly Flourish at level 7. You crit on a 19 now if you use the weapons you mastered. You do get more stunt points and an additional stunt to pick, but overall, this is just another 0 points DPR increase, while the wizard gets polymorph. This is a pretty bad subclass, and everything here can be in the main feature for fighters. By the way, there's still the Spellblade to look at, but you could check that out yourself. I just wanted to look at the straight martial, because that's what I really care about. Conclusion. This is pretty bad, but this is a second playtest packet, so they can only go up from here. Them making mistakes this early is fine. We just have to make sure to tell them that we want boosted martials. But anyways, I'll still be rooting for Black Flag. Like I said, they can only go up from here. This is the second playtest. They don't know what we want, so we have to tell them what we want. You guys should give them constructive feedback and support them too. And don't be mean about it. If you're mean, then Gator will be mad at you. Being mean is suboptimal. End of video. Remember to check out the GM's box of duct tape too. It's super free and I hope to earn your subscription, by the way. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.